Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessing. I'll give y'all a little bit of time. Apologies for the pushback for those who was waiting. A few things in order. Back to the plantation tonight as always. But hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend so far overall. Hopefully everybody getting prepared and ready for this week. Those celebrating birthdays, hopefully you done enjoyed yourselves. And another year and another blessing around the sun. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Sunday. Hopefully everybody keeping themselves cool and hydrated. In certain areas, yes, we're still suffering the heat wave. And in certain spots, you might be getting a little bit of both. In the city, yeah, we got a heat wave, but we also been kind of getting some little rainstorms the last 2 days. So it's fairing out somewhat. Sassy baby, cool gamer, what's going on? But again, even still humid and muggy nonetheless. So just make sure you keep yourself preserved as always. Appreciate everybody that tuned in Friday for the conversation. Definitely was a great one. Expounded on a few things that was needed. And if you missed it, catch the replay. James, what's going on, my guy? For those that follow me on Clapper, apologies for yesterday. But yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm, and I don't play around with that man's weather, so I ain't want to take no chances of blowing nothing out. I ain't need to blow out, so yeah. But I will be in the building tonight, definitely around 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're gonna definitely have a few things, things in order. Today, I do want to speak about a few different things, and this is on a relationship aspect and tip for some that need to hear it. There's some of you who, again, you're making demands that shouldn't have to necessarily make right then and there. And if you're going to be firm in what you're doing, or if you're going to be firm in the tone that you're setting for the relationship, then you have to expect certain things to, transpire. Can't come in with this strong mentality like you don't need somebody, when in the long run you do. That would be like a man essentially telling a woman, I don't need you for nothing outside of some good cat, and that's it. How you think a person going to take that or react to it? So you have to be careful in the tone that you set. Again, you're going to have some men that are going to do what's necessary, and you don't necessarily have to ask. And then you're going to have some men where you might have to, they might have to give them a warning here and there, or might have to give them a reminder here and there. Because again, men are not mind readers. And another thing I can say is that you already told somebody something, 9 out of 10 they're gonna follow the first thing you said, not so much as what you said after. And again, there are some things that I feel will mess up, if not, almost put you in the bind. It'll mess you up because in the long run, again, this is this is what you said. This is the tone that you gave to a person. I don't necessarily need you outside of what I might need you for. And that's going to be something that sticks with people. So you have to be careful. Prime example is some of you women out there who think that because you're strong and independent, that strong independence is going to suffice all around the board. It's not, because you need him just like he needs you. You need him to be not just a rock and the foundation of the household. Want him to be all that he could be, right? But in that same token, if you tell somebody that you don't need it, or when you're constantly putting it out there like you don't need it, that's when it'll become a problem. Again, communication is always going to be the key form in building anything. The one thing you should remember is never get taken for granted, especially in a relationship. You got to know exactly what the possible outcomes will be. If you're gonna, prime example, like for some of you single mothers out there, I'm sorry to say it this way, I'm being logical and this is not emotional. There's a lot of y'all that claim there ain't no good men out there, there ain't no good men out there. To be honest with you, a good man can spot out a good man. So how can't you spot one or keep one? The reason why some of y'all can't keep one is because you refuse to follow protocol. James Money, what's going on? And the protocol is um be your natural feminine self. See, some people get things in confusion. Prime example. When that's said in that good book that you should be submissive to your husband, that's what it means. Your husband, not your boyfriend, not somebody that you dating and you're not sure if you're going from point A to point B. It's a difference. Now you can have your femininity, which means you can't be too strong and too high strong and too overbearing or over domineering. You say you want somebody to lead, but then the same token, you're not willing to let them lead. You're not even really giving them opportunity to lead. So that's a problem right there. Again, for some of you single mothers out there, yeah, you got to get it together. Again, pick your poison because you can't cry for one thing, ask for one thing, and then you pushing it away. Dee, what's going on, baby? Looney, what's going on? It's the same thing with some of y'all fellas. Claim you want a good woman, but then the same token, you'll mess yourself over with a good woman because of your immature decisions. See, when I call things down the middle. Yes, men mess up, but women also mess up too. The problem is they more focus on the man messing up than the woman messing up, which is not fair in any circumstance at all. Listen, not every man is gonna cater to a specific need. And when you do got somebody who's willing to cater to those specific needs, then again, just enjoy the ride. See, I'm gonna say what the problem is for some of you women out there today. Same thing with some of you men. It's some of you who just become too damn picky. Pick and choose, pick and choose, pick and choose. All right, I want to go with this person, but this person don't offer this. I feel I should go another direction. If you feel a type of way about anything you're doing, even if you're just casually dating, then you just casually date until you find that specific type. When you find that specific type that you want, you keep it all together. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. Real men and women know what they want, and when they want it, they're gonna get it, or they're gonna make it their duty to get it. You know, but it's the way you go about it. Prime example, there's some of you who have this notion of I can find somebody 10 times better than you, yada, yada, yada. When in all notions, you might already had something that was 10 times good, you just didn't spot it. Now, when you decide to push that away, oh, you know what comes behind that? There's going to be regret, there's going to be hurt and pain, especially if that person finds somebody that really truly wants them and not just tolerates them or accepts them. Again, they're going to accept all their flaws and imperfections and all of that. You're going to be upset. There's a lot of you women, just like there's a lot of you men out there who have messed yourselves up like that. There's some of you who, if you're dealing with a person and they don't require much, they just simple like that, What's not to love about that? Now, if you expected a man to just be a man in any situation, it depends on what man you're dealing with. You're gonna have some men who are willing to do whatever, pay for whatever, especially if it's to keep their woman happy. You're gonna have some who are clueless. You know, some are going to be clueless because if you told them something already, they're gonna go by that. That's just like if you tell me you don't need me for anything financially, for example. Guess what? I'm gonna hold you to that. The reason why I'm gonna hold you to that is because you've been strong and you've been that opinionated to say that. You know, again, at first it shouldn't be about anything outside of if this person has a stable mind, if this person is going to be there for me in the clutch, is this person going to flake on me when my times get rough? Because look at some of the situations I presented to you recently. You know, like I said, you had one dude who was suffering from cancer. Before he even had cancer, he was taking care of his wife and taking care of his family, doing everything. The minute he got sick, the minute things started going a little rough, what she do? Divorce or file for divorce. Can't do stuff like that. If you say you're gonna ride or die for somebody, like I said the other day, then that needs to be the initial conversation. The initial conversation should be, look, if something does happen, are you really gonna be down for it? Because again, words are just words. The actions speak louder. See, here it is. I felt bad because, like I said, this man is thinking I got an upstanding wife. I got a real rider, regardless to what. You know, she loves me for me, etc., etc. And then when it's all said and done, the true colors show. And all it takes is just that situation. Now, again, that man was there for you and held you down for the longest. How can't you hold him down until he get back on his feet? Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. But yeah, it's the truth. You know, you can't sit here and take a person for granted. When you do, it will backfire. And again, how does that look? You know, I'm supposed to be trying to be down with this person, but instead I decide to up and leave him because I just felt like up and leaving. You know, and again, you kind of broke a vow. How you may look at it, you broke a vow because you said to take that man with everything that you said, even down to the in sickness and health. That in sickness and health, you didn't stand by it. You know, and then it backfired even more because it's like now this person done got better, done moved on. You know, it's taking care of the things they're supposed to take care of, still taking care of their kids that you have together. But again, there's no interaction, there's no nothing real. Why? Because you made it that way. That man at some point, you know, is not holding a grudge. But that man did put this in his memory banks. You left me when I was down and I was out. And I was here for you even when you was down and out. See, it has to be a two-way street. It can't just be one person is always there for the other. Bronze, what's going on, my guy? Papa Will, what's going on, my guy? See you up in here. Sharonda, baby. I already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. But it's the truth. I'm gonna call it down that ain't. There's some of y'all who are too picky. Prime example of some of you women. Again, it's about how he looks, what he driving, Is he getting paid? Things that we still see now. Things that really shouldn't even be a factor until you get deep into something. You know, you're going off of the basis just in the beginning of things instead of letting things flow and see where things go. Serious what's going on, baby? You know, like I said, that being too picky or being too high strong, those would be your downfalls. Old saying, beggars can't be choosers is true. You can't beg and plead and cry that you want something, but then you pushing it away. You know, and some people, hey, if you kind of messed up the first time around, but you know things are looking on the up and up, then that should be your cue to not mess it up this time. Because sometimes it can happen, you know. But again, you gotta have communication when it's all said and done. I hear you, Papa Will. Yeah, everybody need to take a break, recharge, do whatever. You know? Especially when you're grinding. Sometimes you gotta take that time. But yeah, you know, take that time to understand that part. You know, you're not always gonna get what you want. But you are supposed to worry about the things that you need. You know, and be happy with the choice that you made. You know, I feel like this. If you're on a dating field, prime example, even if you dating a couple people, your main thing is at some point is a process of elimination. Who do I see myself drawn to more? Who gives me what I need? You know, who's there for me in the clutch, so on and so forth. And when you narrow it down, hey, you know where to go from there. But if there's things that are not going the way it should go, then again, you need to sit down and have a conversation. Because some people might think they're doing everything they could possibly do, but if you're not saying nothing, if you're not bringing it to the forefront, hey, you can't get mad at it, or you just can't be mad at the situation at all. The minute you do, you need to sit down and have a talk, but have a clear, open-hearted talk. Can't go into a conversation sounding angry, sounding like you're ready to spaz out already. No. Again, y'all gotta learn to talk with each other and not against each other. So it's always, you know, crucial again to narrow down your choices. You know, and again, person might not be what you was expecting, but if that person is giving you more than anybody, and you learn to love that and accept that and grasp onto it. It all is about true, genuine support from each other. I'm going to support my woman the way I'm supposed to support my woman and do my job, my duties, and vice versa. There's some of y'all who feel again your strong, independent attitudes are gonna always win. No, sometimes it'll be your downfall, your failures. Don't forget that part. Again, you gotta remember, if you're already at an impasse where you just want the best for yourself, then you need to make sure you out there finding the best for yourself. Again, it's solely about happiness, right? My bad, y'all. Had to make sure it wasn't getting no music behind that either. Caught a dirt bike earlier trying to get somebody a copyright. But you got to remember, you know, again, You want peace and happiness. It's the same way, like I said before. Man wants that same thing. Most of them don't require much outside of, okay, you want to do what you want to do, bet. But still, let me collect my thoughts. Let me get myself in order because guess what? I don't want to say or do the wrong things because my words and my actions are definitely going to be damaging. You know, like I said, it's not that men don't open up and don't express things. Nah, don't. That's far from the truth. But there's certain things we ain't going to discuss or we ain't going to talk about right away because again, if we're in that anger stage or we just in that stage of confusion, especially when it comes down to how to assess the situation. Again, we just need that clear mind space. And even if you are going to be around, same way you would want somebody to just hold and comfort you and just whatever, is the same way. Like I said, let us get our thought processes in order. Let us make sure we get in control of what we need to get in control of. Because again, you don't want to say the wrong thing and then you offend even your significant other. Or you push your significant other away, or you push even your friends away. You know, sometimes you just gotta give people peace and space when they ask for it. Not hard to do. Prime example: if you already asked once or twice about a situation, the person already told you what it was to a degree. Just leave it as it is until further notice. When it's time to revisit the situation, then you revisit it. Again, I think that's the main reason why there's a lot of situations going on as far as being out there finding happiness, finding subtlety and peace. Because some of y'all have been wrapped up in the notion of I gotta follow a relationship expert or guru or anything else instead of just figuring out things on your own. You gotta know what makes you happy. You gotta know the things that you're comfortable with, even the things you are uncomfortable with. But in that same token, guess what? You still gotta make sure that when it's all said and done, you're map, you mapping the right options. Prime example, if you was in an abusive relationship, like I said before, and now you made it out of that, you survived it, you got the necessary help and steps, you get back to normalcy. You just gotta read the signs. And the next person you come across, that don't mean they gonna be an abuser or user or anything else along those lines. Look, you can't let past battle scars and wounds affect everything as far as your movement in the future. Breeze, what's going on, my guy? Again, you want comfort, you want peace. Find somebody that gives you that. And I have to share all the same hobbies and interests because I've seen opposites be as strong and long lasting together just because of communication. Just because there are certain things that they both can agree on or both can get with as far as activities, so on and so forth. Some women that say I don't like football at all, but I'm willing to go sit down at a game or whatever with my man if that's what makes it happen. Vice versa. Dudes that don't like certain things like arts and everything else, but they'll still go do it because again, it's about making a woman happy. And you're not sacrificing, you're more compromising than anything. But again, you got to get out of that. I am, I am all this and independent shit because again, you could be independent in life. Yeah, you could be doing right, doing everything, right? That don't necessarily mean you fully happy. There's certain things you're not supposed to sacrifice. Some people learn the hardest mistakes once they got a certain age. There's some people, prime example, who, you know, they can't reverse time. Some of those people want kids, all that, they ain't gonna be able to get it. They well past their prime and their stages of doing so. And even if they do, it's a risk. But then in the same token, guess what? These people were choosing careers and everything else over just choosing life. I could have a career and all of that, but I still got to figure out my personal life, and my career life can't interfere or can't overrun my personal life. Again, every part of life is precious. Precious time being wasted on people that is not needed, it won't look good in the long run. So again, trying to find something for you, find something that really motivates you and pushes you to that limit. And if you have had something and it just didn't work out, that don't necessarily mean that life is over. You know, it probably just didn't work out with that person. But you might find somebody that, hey, it will fully work out with. So it shouldn't be no hard feelings, really. But again, a lot of you have allowed certain social media platforms and everything else along those lines to basically tell you what to do. And in the long run, you should already have a notion in mind what to do. You know, but think about it. Like prime example, like I said before, there's some of y'all that claim y'all don't like big people, then the same token, you sneaking and creeping with big people. Some of y'all have even messed up good things you had because of sneaking and creeping, right? So why say certain things if you're not going to stand on it? That's like a person saying they don't have a specific preference when it comes to a woman, but then the same token, you got a specific. You can't do that. It's either you do or you don't. You know, you gotta know what qualities best suit you if you're trying to find your partner. You know, if you want somebody that's gonna be strong and firm, but yet, you know, gentle to the heart and everything else, then you find that. See, again, the problem is you don't make a realistic list of things that you need from a partner. You'll make a list about things you want and expect from a partner. Like I told y'all before, the main things you should expect, especially if you think you do got something, is if that person is going to be there for you through thick and thin, and if that person is going to be open and honest with you. See, when you're not open and honest with people in the beginning, even if it's the smallest things, at some point it turns around and bites you in the ass. Sorry to say it that way, but it's true. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Working harder than this damn weather change in my area, baby. Thought it was just about to rain. Now the sun came back out. James, get the grill ready. Get the damn grill ready. You know, but you do have to cover bases, though. Granted, you know, it could be tricky when dealing with people. Grant all of that. It could be tricky trying to, you know, choose and pick the right friends or the right people that's going to be in your life. Grant that. But when it comes to your overall relationship, the person that you seeing for, the person that you longing for, they are there, and you do what you necessarily have to do. Marlene, baby. But again, people fail to realize, you know, people can give you advice. Don't get it twisted. There are people who give good relationship advice, and they giving it from a perspective because if they're even if they're not in a relationship at that time juncture they're giving it, they've been through it, so they already tell you the ins and outs. It's not they always. There's some of them that will tell you the goods and the bads about it. Some are just going to focus on the negative, and when you focus on the negative, I think that's the worst aspect because now you're giving people a notion and say, well, damn, if this person went through this, I definitely don't want to go through this with somebody. Or I just say I'm not gonna put myself in that. A hard thing to say really because again, you never know what's what. If you're just going off of I'm just trying to grab anything that comes to me, never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you have to pay attention to the warning signs. Even if you don't see them, if you got people around that see certain things, again, you do what's necessary and you know, do the research. For those who might be on the road listening, y'all make sure y'all keep yourself safe and keep yourself focused because you know some of these people really don't know how to fucking drive. I had to say that real quick, but you know it's true. You want somebody that's going to be there for you when you're at your most emotional, you know, your emotional points. You want somebody that's going to be able to give you a big hug and just deal with it. But in that same token, you can't push away or block out that person that is trying to do the best for you. You can't. You have to understand that again, it's about choices. If you're choosing to deal with somebody that you know for a fact could be or gives the signs of a cheater, prime example, you decide to put yourself in that boat, you can't blame nobody else. You would have to put that on yourself because you decided to do it, even if the signs was visibly there. You know, just like you hear things about people saying that, you know, I've always said this though, it's a risk to some degree, but then in some cases it's not a risk. You know, some people are going to feel more comfortable dating online than dating outside of the real world. Can't knock them on it. Can't get mad at them about it. Can't change their decision on nothing. If that's how they want to roll, that's how they roll. Others are going to be accustomed to meeting new people while they out and about in the world. Some people might explore both options. The ones that explore both options, they always keep it the same as if they would in the streets. Not just going to pick any random person to holler at and see what's going to happen. And if I'm going to shoot my shot at something, I'm going to shoot my shot at something that I feel is going to best suit me. Or I'm going to shoot my shot at somebody that shows clearly that they want and not just me. You know, again, some of y'all are going to have to be real. Like, again, some of you ladies are too picky. You can't be picky. You know, again, have a reasonable list. A reasonable list. You need one. Because you're not going to get everything that you put on that damn list. You're not. Keep it 100 with you. And if you think you are sadly mistaken. Same thing with you fellas. But see, the one thing I can say about most of the real men that I know is that whatever decisions we make, we stand on it. Even when people try to laugh or poke or whatever, it doesn't matter. We're with somebody because they do us right. We're with somebody because they show true interest that they want us, and again, not just need us. Even if we got a lot of fake ass, even if we got a fake lie just to whatever, hey, doesn't matter. We still defending what we defend. You have some people, oh, how this person with this person, or what does that person see in that person? Simple. That person and that person had a talk. That person and that person share and connect in ways that you don't share with everybody else. So how could you get mad about that? Or how could you even look at it funny? Hey, at least they are doing the necessary steps. And I've always said that it's people like that make those suggestions. Those are the ones that mostly be unhappy because they don't have nothing that they feel is giving them that joy or giving them that overall balance. See, they envy that. You know? You already know, Papa Will. You already know. Spark that up, man. Spark that up, man. Hold on, what you at, James? Hold on, I know you was in here giving out menus and stuff. You was giving out menus. Nah, but again, you just got to remember that part. With Chicago, baby, and you know, don't sit here with that notion that you don't need somebody. You just want them to be there. You'll find out them wants a lot of times. It's not always going to be sufficing, and guess what? It'll cause more division, more heartache, more heart. Who needs that? Harry, what's going on, my guy? See, again, you have to utilize critical thinking. One thing to remember too is respecting boundaries. Because yes, same way you women have boundaries, men have boundaries too. And if you want them to respect your boundaries, then you need to respect theirs as well. It's just how real it is. And it's about compromises, not sacrifices. I shouldn't sacrifice my personality, my will of thinking, or anything to appease somebody that I want to be with. No, do what's necessary. I hear you, probably will. Man, you better watch out, man. Don't hurt your baby lungs in here, man. Let me shut up before I start choking my damn self. But yeah, no, again, you just got to be more logical and careful with your decision. Prime example is some of you women who claim you would never date a man that doesn't look a certain way, but that's a whole lie right there. Because again, some of y'all have, even when you felt like you was at your unhappy stages, went found you a possible option. And that possible option probably had more in common than anything. So again, don't say what you won't do, because 9 out of 10 you will end up doing. And never say never neither. Because that right there, yeah, that want to knock you and bite you on the neck too. Look, I said I was never gonna smoke weed, prime example. Look where that got. But in the same token, hey, it's a choice. Just like it's a choice to get rid of it if you decide to get rid of it. Again, everything is more logical and is more mental. But the main thing is you never say never to anything. Never say that you never say that there's no love or there's no good men out there. Never say that because again, you can say that and there could be 20 good men in front of you presenting themselves to you. Vice versa. Fellas, don't say there's no hope or no opportunity on anybody loving you. But again, you're not doing what you needed. And when I say that, you know what the fuck you need to do. Excuse me for saying it this way. Some of you fellas that need to hear it as a confidence booster, and you here for a reason. You ain't meant to be like everybody else. You're unique. People respect you because you're unique. No matter how you move in life, and I mean that from the legit standpoint, no matter how you move in life, moving accordingly, you doing things the way you're supposed to, hey, you have something to offer. Yeah, serious. Tell him to put that down. He ain't ready for this. He ain't ready for this. No, but you gotta remember that part. Stop just thinking about the exterior of things. I'm sorry, but when it's all said and done, you done wasted precious time and done let a lot of good things pass you by. Some of y'all gonna see that when you get to a certain age again, yeah, the pickings will be slim. It's not saying that it's not out there. Because yeah, there still are good ones out there. Some who are not attached or tied to anything. One thing to remember is that you never just accept things. If you're not willing to accept them, you don't. And when I say willing to accept things, I also mean willing to settle on things. So let me get this for real. Like prime example, you want to have kids, you want to do whatever, you want to build your own family. You don't settle for anything outside of what you feel is best for you. And whether you want to deal with somebody who does have kids or if they don't have kids, again, you got to be willing to make that choice and stand on that choice. But make sure you are making the right one. Come to the conclusions that you need to come to. Now, again, there are people who will give great advice, even if you wasn't expecting. But a lot of them are giving advice from not just personal experience, giving advice because they've seen it on their own, witnessed it, been around it. See, like prime example, I can have a talk about almost anything, damn near everything, because I've been around every form of whatever you can think of in life. I don't even take that as a badge of honor. That's a badge of wisdom. Denise, baby. I hope you staying cool over there, man. That's for everybody in the city. Yeah, even though we kind of got some rain, it's, I don't know. This weather's back and forth. This weather's definitely back and forth the last few days, but nonetheless, just try to keep yourselves cool, keep yourselves preserved. But this is the thing though. When you are that confident that you have made the right choice, now this is where things are going to be even at a more grander stage of things. I hear you. I hear you. Try to at least keep yourself cool. I don't know. I don't know. This is kind of it tastes like the chicken spot right now. So yeah, just try to keep yourself cool and hydrated. But yeah, you know, think about it. Got you signed down. Now it's time for you to take it to the necessary stage. And again, there should be multiple conversations had. One thing you should remember too is you know, never give up on each other. I'm saying this both for men and women. You never give up on each other. Like prime example, if you've been that deep, you don't just give up and quit. You still have to sit down and conversate, figure out where things went wrong or figure out where things are bumpy. But again, both heads have to be cool and level headed. We could be having a disagreement about things, prime example, and it probably could be things that almost end the relationship. But if we sit down, if we pinpoint what we need to pinpoint, and then we get a clear understanding from there, well, now we still have at least one more shot or an opportunity at least making something great. But even if that fails, then you just gotta understand. Look, sometimes you just have to move on. Like I said, you and a person could be great for each other to a degree. Y'all could be all down for each other and everything, but hey, sometimes things might happen. It's not so much as communication. Sometimes it's just really paying attention or not. You can't have a bullheaded mentality, and this is on both ends. You can't have a bullheaded mentality when you are trying to build with somebody. You know what you require. You know what you need. Let it be known. Once you let it be known, again, you sit down and have a deep convo about it. And again, if that person is willing to do what they need to do, or if a person already gets a clear understanding, or if the person doesn't necessarily need to understand, they already know what it is. They already know how they're going to be content in doing what they do. And I just heard thunder, y'all. So again, it still might rain. Oh yeah, that sky on the other side said, "Don't think that sun is here for. It's going to be here for a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit." My bad, y'all. If you hear me slamming windows, it's probably because it's about to get ugly. I hope we don't get too crazy and I get cold in early. Y'all pray for my scalp piece, y'all. Pray for my scalp piece. That's a whole fact, serious. Whole fact. But some people have become that way because again, look what's being presented. You know? Look, it's sad. Like prime example, you resort to certain tactics just to try to find somebody in the dating game or find somebody that you want to try to build with. You got to remember, whether you dating online, whether you dating offline, whether you dating both, doesn't matter. Dating on both ends, you still got to be careful. Still got to be mindful. You already know I am serious, baby. But it ain't doing nothing. It's still sunny outside, but the other side of the sky said, "Nah, nigga, don't get too comfortable." It's crazy. It's almost around the same time. It happened Friday, and it happened last night. Like these storms is coming, but they coming in bits and pieces. And they almost seem to be coming around the same time. But again, for those following me on Clap, I will be back in the building tonight. I will definitely be back in the building at 6, just in case they try to call a black man in early. At least everybody get what they supposed to get. But again, stop worrying about the exteriors of a person and worry about the interior. If you, for some of y'all that think of life or think of dating like it's a car show or just think of it like cars, guess what? You got the flyest exterior. Everything could be look. You got have a Gucci'd out damn whip, but the inside could look like a pig style. Could look like nothing. That'll be real. Everybody is valuable to each other, and that's the problem. We've lost the value aspect of relationship. What do I value outside of just your beauty? Prime example. And vice versa. What do you value outside of me being handsome? People don't understand that. Denise, look, we barely had any sun today. Only time we did have sun was just about, shoot, I would say half an hour ago. I thought it was going to rain again since this morning, but it did nothing. But shoot, like I said, my skyline says different. Just because it's a peak of sun, it don't mean nothing. Still could get a storm at some point. And that's why I'm gonna be back in this building at 6. I ain't messing with you, Papa Will. But see, that's the thing though. Regardless to your age and your stage, you're still valuable and you're still worth everything. Don't ever think for a minute that you're not. Like I said, if a person is gonna love you, they're gonna love you inside and out. Imperfections, flaws, and all. And they're gonna respect. And that's the thing. Can't respect, can't accept. Then you need to just move over and watch your step. And that's the way I feel some people need to prep. In this road in life, it could be fickle. You could probably be down to your last dimes and nickels. But if you find somebody that's truly deserving, hey, you might as well go all in and make it worth it. Oh shit, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna remember that part. Mm-hmm. My bad, y'all. You know, accept who you are, no matter what stage of life you're in. Everybody's gonna elevate, change, but not change who you are as a person. Yeah, certain things are gonna change. Your style of dress may change up on that. way you view life is going to change, so on and so forth. But you overall, as who you are, you don't change that. There's no need to change. If you are happy, peaceful, and comfortable with who you are as a person, then that person who you end up sharing it with will respect and value that as well. They will honor that. Again, the conversation really needs to be had up. I think it's starting to rain now. Wait, no. Nope, bamboozled. But it look like a fight going on. It's always something. But you have to make the ultimate compromises when it do come to a great relationship. Key word, compromises, not sacrifices. Again, I've always felt you will make sacrifices when it comes time to. And when you do, it'll be for the betterment, especially if there are children involved. Ladies, stop being so strong. It's good to be strong, not saying that it's not. But when it's to a point where you feel like you don't need a person, that's when it's going to become your downfall. Fellas, honor and respect that woman like you will respect your mama. And the reason why I say that is because, again, she's giving you something that your mama can't give. She's giving you what she's supposed to give you. She's giving you her all. And if she is, you better respect that. And again, just try to make the wise decisions. And this is mostly for the people who need to hear it. If it don't pertain to you, hey, leave it in the air, but still share it. You know what it is. Again, it's a two-way street. If you want the best, you know, you're gonna look for the best. You want something decent, you're gonna get something decent. You never pick up trash. That's the mindset. Again, but in all honesty, gotta be honest with you. You go with the person that fits you and suits you best. Once you really feel like that person is going to stay no matter what, and if you have gone through the rocky stages, it still sufficed. And again, something you need to take into consideration. Like you gotta look at it. This is something that I've seen, and maybe it's just me thinking from a whole different perspective. But hey, nonetheless, it's just a view and opinion from what I've seen throughout this course of life. Men and women, real men and women, they know what they want. They go out to get it, and once they are firm in their decisions, they stick with it, and it usually serves them out well. And especially if they are open and honest with all communication, regardless. Boys and girls, they're gonna make the option of just for the moment when it comes to thinking. That's all it is for the moment. Men and women are going to think long term. So again, it's about building with somebody long term and not short term. You have to make sure that you are in the right mind state. And you got to also remember, you're trying to date or you're trying to build from point A to point B with somebody again. Both have to have a clear understanding on things. Have to be able to say, listen, this is who I chose. Regardless to how the world may view or have a perspective on, doesn't matter. I'm with that person solely because that person is giving me all that I need and all that I want. Whether it's a companion or whatever. Doesn't matter. My bad, y'all. You know I'm about to start brewing up this damn coffee. Afternoon coffee, baby. You know, your main goal and option in life, or mostly your main goal in life, is again trying to find some form of happiness and finding happiness you can share with that person. You know, there are certain things that you're not going to be able to overlook or underlook. There are certain things you're not going to be able to push to a limit. And then again, sometimes you might have to push a limit to see exactly where somebody is at. If you want to say picking the brain, yeah, pick a brain, but make sure you're picking the brain carefully. You don't want to pick the wrong things. Because again, some people are quick to go off of high emotions. No, you have to make critical and clear judgments and careful executions on things, especially if you think those things are not doing for you. Absolutely right on that, serious. You know, yeah, everybody has expectations in the person that they trying to date or the person that they trying to build with. But you also have to have a reasonable expectation. I'll be honest with you. The more you hold back of what's needed, the more you want to lose out. Key thing to remember is never make the same mistake twice. Again, you got to remember your self worth. When you love yourself, care for yourself, trust me, things in the world will definitely turn out the way you see fit. Got to be reasonable. And again, some of y'all just focus on the financial aspect of things. I keep repeating it because it's the truth. And you can see it almost everywhere you go. What he or she driving, what he or she got in their bank accounts or in their pockets, so on and so forth. What I could squeeze out of a person, etc., etc. It ain't supposed to be about that. Not supposed to be about that at all. The main thing to remember again is if you are going to be out here and you're going to be trying to put somebody in your life, make sure again they are not attached to anybody they don't need to be attached to. You know, you just got to remember that part. You know, if somebody is doing the things that you're not expecting them to do, and they are making you happy, that's something that you should look forward to, especially if it's really genuine coming from the spirit. You know? Again, make sure that person is not attached to anybody. Make sure there's no marriage, no nothing, no girlfriends, no side pieces. And the same thing, fellas. Make sure the women you trying to vet ain't on the same time. Because again, they say men cheat, but women cheat as well. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't though. I had to steal that quote for a second because that is a general statement. Numbers don't though. The number of broken hearts, the number of confusions, failures, hurtful experiences, those numbers count. How many times are you going to be willing to keep putting yourself out there on a limb like that? There's some of y'all who don't have to go to the extreme lengths that you do just to gain somebody that you're looking for. Again, it's about having a clear mindset. If somebody actually loves you for who you are and wants to be with you because of who you are, you just learn to accept it. And if they are doing everything right, just keep it that way. Why disturb a balance? But again, you got to make sure that the things that you need, if that person is giving you what you need, got to make sure that's the person you are really going to stick it out with. It shouldn't be no other expectations or anything else just added to the list now that you think you got some. And there's certain things you should never worry about again until you get to that certain stage of your building process. The more you take the time to know somebody, the more impactful things will get. It's just something to think about for real. Main thing is keeping mental peace, spiritual peace. And again, just making sure that those decisions that you made was for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. It would almost be essentially like saying, make sure even if you are going to take that step, take that leap of faith, that is for the right reasons. You're not just going in bullheaded and you're not just going in naive to anything. You already know what you've all been through, showing each other that you care about each other and love each other that deeply, and that you're both willing to do whatever necessary. So again, think about it. Making sure that's what you want. If you want to be on the want aspect of things, you want peace and protection, then you need to find that peace and protection. You want laughter and joy and good memories, you need to find that person that's going to share that with you. And for some of you, you already had people that was up under your noses. You just didn't look. Or you've seen it and you try to neglect it. Can't do that either. Like I said, could be somebody around that good old corner for you. But you'll never know if you keep that consistent attitude of, I just want you and not need you. Ladies and gentlemen, today you need to pick a poison. If your needs are more important than your wants, then you need to be finding that. Incorporate that into your life. Stop going for the momentary value of things. That's all you'll really have is thrills for that moment. Before I do get up out of here, do appreciate everybody that tuned in. I dropped the link in case anybody want to chime in. Feel like I said what I needed to say today, at least on that aspect of things. You know, it really is imperative again to protect peace and spirit. Your soul will feel right when you made the right decisions. And that don't come with no cost. That don't come with no heartaches, no headaches, none of that. Again, for those following me on Clapper, I will be back at 6 o'clock. But hopefully somebody did get something out of this. You know, protection at all costs. Hold on. I don't know if that's Papa Will. He's got a chrome dome. I don't know. Is that Papa Chrome Dome? Oh, no, what's going on, man?
All right, Nate. Been a
What's
long
going
time.
on?
Been a long time since I got up here on your stage with you and complimented you on your presentations of your almightiness of what will keep a person's head out their ass, right? Because you know
Yeah,
me, I'm
man.
the dangerous one. Man, I believe in them strikes and shit and the reparations.
Better stop playing for Master. Get your ass, man.
Yeah, you know that I'm trying my best to keep from becoming a master and having some wide range approach of how I'd like to see shit done around me. I'm trying to
Mhm.
keep it down. I'm trying to keep that all down, you know. When too much of it becomes aware, I wind up with a strike, you know. And you know me,
Yeah,
I'll be striking it.
yeah, because there's certain things that really, it's like certain things they really don't want you to do, and they making it clear now.
But we
Like
just
probably,
little people. You know, what about them people that are doing worse shit that's got like 550,000 subscribers? You know, what do you think they treat them like? They probably leave them alone because that's too many people to try to count being in somebody's show. Could you imagine that? So here we are, you know, with our little, you know, what we do. So, you know, shout out to what it is we do as we keep it rolling. How about that,
yeah,
Nate?
you already know how we do it, man. No, but you know, it just is. It listen, it's a pick and choose, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Look here, like I said, they are making it clear on certain situations. But I always said, man, listen, you don't just stop at one place. The party never stops just because one place shut down. Well, at least me,
Right.
because I got a New York City mind, so you know, we
Yeah.
don't sleep. We find something to do. You might catch a
Yeah.
late night barbecue.
I put that spirit and behavior up in this damn computer, man. I'm that age, man, where I should be sitting in a wheelchair or a rocking chair. I got this
Yeah.
5-wheeled desk chair that keeps just maneuvering me right up on you guys, and the fantastic things we've been doing. Has it been a year? I don't know, man. It don't matter. It's been a long time.
Nah, you was up here a couple months ago. There was a couple of y'all up here that night. I know. Don't worry. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Don't worry. It's all good, man. I see you out here grinding, man. I see you out here grinding, man.
Serious and Papa, you have to know people in high places. Yes, I do. At my age, high places is the only where you can find people like the kind I know.
God damn shame.
Damn shame, ain't it? I keep
My
trying
stuff.
to get them to come down, and hang out and mix and mingle with everybody, doing all the same shit. But man, I think I was doing better off when I was playing those playbacks on the history of shit that didn't happen in the real existence of the world called America. I was getting some traffic back then, but then
Yeah,
I realized I was right behind you and Nate, getting that flower, that getting that flip to that 3,000, you know, pieces of watch hour, and have that shit going on.
yeah, but I had to grind for those 4,000. I had to grind for those 4,000. But see, like I said, I was mostly doing that to prove a point to some people, but also show people that I know on the back end that was getting into this or about to get into this. Doesn't matter what kind of content you bring in, as long as you grabbing their attention, as long as you paying attention to what's going on in the chat, etc., you can be done.
Yeah,
But you can see now they done changed the way of monetization because not just the small channels, but even the big channels is getting demonetized.
yeah, yeah. They're coming back on shit. See, this is my secret. I have nothing to lose if at the point where I get 3,000 watch hours with whatever amount of subscribers I have, they say to me, starting right now, you don't have this many watch hours, and I'm not gonna give a shit, but I'm gonna take each and every one of them, pretend that I'm a crypto Christian, and that I
Mm-mm.
need to get that better way to go.
See, the way they doing it now, from what I've seen, is you would have to eliminate certain, like even if you was monetized and got demonetized, you're trying to say you got to eliminate certain things off your playlist, etc., etc. I read that whole thing. My whole thing is, again, if this is supposed to be a creative process for anybody, whether they getting paid or not, let them just do what they gotta do. See, I'm keeping my curse words down, somewhat keeping my
Mhm.
curse words down. I,
Uh-huh.
I don't know how long that's going to be because I'm a damn sailor. But again, for me, just me personally, I didn't really care about it. Monetization ain't
Mhm.
mean nothing really. It was just like I told somebody, show you how to do this, son. If you going to do it, son, like, and sometimes you might not even have to go as crazy. For me, I had already had to watch hours. It wasn't about that. It was about the subs more than anything because the shits wasn't sticking. But then when you got people that sub and unsub and yada yada, and then now you find out YouTube is doing it too, you're like, who cares? My message was more important than anything, and it's still more important than anything. So it's more important than any damn dollar, anything. So,
Yeah, that's how I feel. But I don't, YouTube knows I'm a hippie, and I don't believe in all the more fake ass rules that they be trying to throw down on us. All we have to do is, solidify our guidelines that automatically put us within theirs, and just make this thing become fantastic for us all. Simple as that. That's all I do every day. I try to make this thing as simple as possible and as highly fantastic as I can get it to be. That's me.
yeah, the whole fact. Look at everybody is on here for different things. Everybody is on build for different reasons. Like I said, for some it's the momentary gain. For those, it's going to be the big picture, etc., etc. And
Hmm.
again, I have something to bring. Big dog, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But see, look, prime example. I know I'm gonna get an email for this because I was supposed to do this before I forgot about it, and I'm gonna do it before I forget about it. For those who are celebrating their birthdays, damn it. Another blessing, another year around the sun. Hold on. Who else is popping up on here? Who else is popping up on here? My phone is trying to act a little crazy. Oh, now, son, you got to step back down, my guy. You know the rules and regulations. I ain't playing. Come on now. You've been here long enough to know that. My bad. My bad. Nah. I'm saying, again, even like I was just saying about respecting. Granted, I know who it is, but you didn't come in. Come on, bro. You know the rules and regulations already. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to clap you for that one today. Ain't nothing personal. You remember the rules and regulations, like everybody know the rules and regulations. You come in, at least speak to the people in the chat, say what up. Then if you gonna pop up on it, I'll put you up here. You already know that, bro. But yeah, I told you that before. Matter of fact, let me say this to your face today. You're making me mad right now. Brother Nimsky, you know I'm about to curse you out real quick. Brother man, you already know the situation. At least say what up, bro. And I gotta be careful because again, we got people still doing the utmost. But you up here, you up here. Brother Nimsky, you on silence. Wait a minute, is he speaking?
I'm not hearing anything from him.
Anything pop back up, bro. My bad, y'all, but y'all know I give it up. Still got people in here doing idiotic shit, and I ain't taking no risk on nothing. Especially, I already just took a risk just there, but that was just for entertainment purposes.
You know, man, I never get anybody that wants to come up on my panel and make a panel show out of any of my shows. I have the most secure uh, threshold of attainment that nobody ever exercises it and make me have to make a decision whether you can get up on here or not. Because see, I want to get monetized so I can charge $5 on a super chat because make my content
Fuck off, man.
then.
$5, huh?
Yeah.
Cage, what's going on, brother? You heard what I said earlier, man?
Yeah, my bad. Here you guys. Thank you for having me, bro. Much love to everybody. You know what I mean? I know about the game and that Cage over here playing it. To
Yeah,
an
man.
extent, we all have to play. You know?
Nah, I don't play games like that. You ain't gonna catch me trying to interrupt somebody's stream, trying to
I don't
flash and
play.
do anything.
Nah, I don't
No, no,
play
no.
games
I
like
know you
that
don't.
either.
I know you
I'm,
don't. But you remember the rules and regulations, bro. At least come in this chat and say something to the people, and then if you gonna pop in, pop in. But sometimes you be
yeah,
trying to catch me on the tail end of things.
I remember.
What's going on, my guy?
Real shit. Sometimes, like, many months ago, I used to listen to Nate. You know, what I mean, like these ciphers or whatever, and I even show it to my friends and that. We listen to you, and like, bro, the man's saying some real stuff. You know what I mean? He knows what he's talking about, so I rate it.
Yeah,
I
nah, bro.
barely
You
do
already
it.
know. Nah, he good, serious. I just gotta talk to him like a brother to brother, Gotta do that to all my brothers. I get tough love. I'm about to get popular with some of this work too. Now look here. Now, hold up, man. They're
Now
gonna
I'm
be
just
coming over
pulling your
here.
fucking chain either way.
I know. I'm gonna pull that string, and I'm gonna pull that string. Now pull out that goddamn weed. You know my damn nerve,
Man,
man.
that's for real. That's for real, you know.
Nah, but you just like I was saying just now. Nah, like I was saying just now, pops. You almost there anyway. You gonna do what's necessary. You know what it is? It's just about the consistency more than anything. It seemed like like I said, you done grew past me, my man. Wait a minute. Hold on one second. Who this? Who this?
Come on, Nate, bro. You already know what time it is, bro. I keep seeing this shit.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Big Dog himself. Mr. Big Damn Dog. What's going on, man?
Grand
Big
Rising,
dog,
brother. Just
Philly.
came to show my respects. Much love, much respect to everybody,
Is
man.
that Philly?
Yeah, this Philly. How you doing, bro?
Much love, bro. It's good to see you.
Yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, I had to have this conversation because you looking at it things from the outside of looking in. You be like, a lot of these things difficult. You don't necessarily have to. Again, just it's communication more than anything. You know, it's about having a reasonable expectation too. And I say that not just for the men, I say that to the women too. Like I said, when I call things, I call it down the middle. There's some people that just like simplicity. Deal with that. And if that's what you really want, somebody that's this with the simplicity of things, shoot, build. And
Word,
never
fact.
mind what the world thinks.
That the bird is the word, right? Why do they call it a spelling bee? With all these words that we use, right? Like a spelling. You know what I mean? Think about it.
Yeah.
I try not to use words I can't spell. Reading comprehension level, that's about where you're going to find me. Because I ain't saying nothing that ain't true out of my mouth.
So we're gonna big up. We're gonna big up Philly with the grammar and the thesaurus and shit, synonyms. Fuck
Yup,
off.
yup.
You know? Man's going
The
deep.
synonyms, what about an acronym or two or three?
I 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Loud.
But see, this is what I'm saying. All in all, though, you just like I said, you're supposed to be vetting out your significant other, and that's on both ends. And if you think you got something good, or if you found something that could be possible, again, make sure you do what's necessary. And again, have a whole communication and conversation about it. Big dog, what's going on, though, my guy?
It's all good, brother. I just came tap in to show my respects. I seen you at the link because you normally be doing your thing. You know, I just came, pay my respects, brother. I'm an OG. I take my stance. People know my stance is a little radical, but I'm for the people. You know what I mean? I'm for my people. That's my biggest stance. We've been miseducated, mistaught. Uh, and it's about us learning how to unite, build those bridges, and help each other. I'm about helping my brother. I'm about helping my people. That's what OG about. You see what I'm saying? Supporting my people. That sounds racist or severe, but I'm about supporting my people, man. Shout out to Cage. On my platform, like I said, I take a radical approach of it, but I am a veteran. So, I'm an Army vet. So I've been through some radical experiences in my life,
Thank
and
you
I'm
for your
just,
service.
yes, sir. Appreciate you. And a lot of the stances I take, I'm anti-system because I see how the system has hurt our people, the education system, the corporation, voting, you know, and that's my stance. I want for the next generation what I want for myself. I want for my brothers and sisters what I want for myself. You know what I mean? And that's all I stand for. And a lot of people don't like me because, I'm anti-religion also. But I tell people, like I tell with this voting stuff, Just like you have the right to vote, I have the right not to vote. Don't get that twisted. Just like you
Yep.
have the right to believe, I have the right not to believe.
Yep.
Don't get it twisted. Just
Yep.
keep it, I try to keep it respectful,
Me too.
and meet people where they at. But most people know I'm anti every goddamn thing. We can even create our own language again. That's how intelligent and smart we are. We created just about everything that's known to man. Our people created. But I just wanted to tap in and show my respect to both of y'all brothers and everybody in the chat. Man. I'm gonna mute up. You got it, brother.
All right. Once again, thank you for your
Hey,
service. I'm a
bro.
vet too. I'm an Army vet too.
Yeah, and I would have shared the stream, but they struck my channel, man. So
All
I
right.
always share the stream, man. I come in peace always.
I got 2
So
Yeah,
much
strikes
respect.
on my platform
Yeah,
channel
thanks for
right
serving
now.
you too, brother. Yeah,
But
I've been 100% disabled vet for
ooh, wow,
almost
you
30
better than me.
years.
Ooh, wow, you way better than me. I'm still at 40. I think I finally got that last piece that might get me
Keep
100.
fighting, brother. Keep fighting. Keep
Yeah,
fighting, brother.
I've been 14 years. I've been getting that disability service connected. It pays for me sitting here today. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I can
sir.
honestly say I didn't have to work for nobody to get here. All I had to work for was me. And that got me this shit, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't,
Respect.
I didn't rob, cheat, or steal from nobody but the law and the government, the criminals. You talk about being I'm so anti criminal government, law, enforcement agency, court systems. I'm so anti all that, since I was 14 years old, man.
Respect, brother. Yeah.
You
Respect.
know, I had this vision once that I
And,
knew.
and brother, not to cut you off, a
Mhm.
lot of veterans don't think like we think. Much respect, brother.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the same as a lot of people won't think like we think. Having become
Big
a
facts, young fella. Big facts.
yeah, having done been a part of it didn't make them make more of us together in unity of having been in the military with paperwork saying yeah I legally was in there. That'd be a little bit too much, but the fact that being able to say it or
Facts.
feel it,
Brother,
feel
like
it.
let me say this. I'm gonna give it right back to you. Like I tell people, when I went in the late 80s and the early 90s, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? I still believe that we were under a government system. I didn't understand that we were under a corporation like I
right.
understand now.
Like you can understand now,
And
huh?
and and also my main thing was it wasn't no employment in my neighborhood. I grew up in the streets of Philadelphia.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
jobs were scarce. So,
Yeah,
I made a choice between prison and military.
yeah, I
You see
can
what
dig
I'm saying? And I think I
it.
made the right decision. But I wouldn't encourage no one to do what we did
Yeah.
today. And I'm a rest right there, brother.
What's up there with the word? What's up, word?
Word, what's going on, my guy?
We're having that channel discussion that we've been longing for and bring all our factions, the three of us, just, nothing personal, anybody else in here, but these two guys and me, man, we go way back and we ain't had no time up. We ain't came along and brought no concepts and evaluations of all that time we spent apart. I ain't gay or nothing, but I miss y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like
Yo,
saying
yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah, what's going on, bro?
Nothing chill. Yeah, Pop, I wanted to ask you, what in the sucker test you been doing, man? I've been coming in your chat. I ain't seen no link drop. I ain't hear no music playing. I'm like, what's going on with Pops? But I still go over there, hit the like, and chill in there for a minute, man.
See, it's y'all's fault. Y'all put the slingshot maneuver in effect on me. The pops you, the models, talking about the truth about where we all come from, and there wasn't nobody such as Jesus Christ. That's all been a little hard, Pop. It's like, dude, you need to chill down. So now that I've chilled down, I'm bigger than I ever was. On the chill down. I had one of my, see over here. Y'all got time for this, man? Because this shit one day, man, you're gonna be breaking out your notebook trying to understand what YouTube was telling you on the shit I'm about to say to y'all right now. Since you asked me to catch y'all up, when I came through, I was on a fast train to Somewheresville, and you and him, y'all just shot off, man. And I just climbed up on that ladder with him, and then there's you. I'm still pulling up on that rope, with the level where you're at, with 30,000. So what I've been doing, I've got a network of people that right now are looking at my content and sharing it with other people, like you're supposed to have it doing. What they call that, network marketing or something. Where I don't have to make every sale I get. I don't have to get every click I get. I don't have to make sure that every bevel and every bounce is connected to what I do physically right now.
Oh my God. I meant to say my bad, Nate. I apologize, bro. What up, though? I did say what up, though, didn't I? I don't know, man.
You good, man. You good. I was coming back in the chat, man. Listen, man, I'm over here multitasking. I was over here 262 man. My bad.
See, I was just filling in for him till he got back. A word, don't sensitize that period I just spent sounding like you, bro.
But I was sitting here the whole time, man. I was over here stuffing my face for a minute, and I was playing 2K. My bad. And I'm still listening to the conversation.
Jules, is that Jules?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Jules, come on now.
Yeah, but hey, shit.
Tell him about that shit, bro. What happened?
Pops, my link be dropped a lot, bro. Shit, you welcome. You gotta go on the community wall because I be vertical. But my link be dropped. I be chilling, man. I fell back, bro, man. It's too much. It's too much bull.
Yeah, Jules, remember you
much.
pressed him and shit, even Blue and all them seeing it, bro. Remember that? With the
it's too many weird people on here, man. It's like you try to be. I come on here real, bro, and I don't be trying to do all that running plays or none, whatever the hell they be doing. I ain't got time for it, bro. I don't do that shit in real life, man. And people
no
on here
point, really. You know what I mean? It's not worth the time.
And,
trying to run
like we adults, like if you got an issue or problem, come holler at me, man. I'll talk to you. We can have a conversation. But all that, all that backstabbing and all that stuff, man, I don't do that in real life. If I got a threat in real life, I eliminate it.
Eliminate that right away. Steady aim. You know what I mean? Proper wrist of that. The wrist is that move with the kick.
Yeah, that is proper aim. As young people, y'all have to go through, to achieve that level of one time never have to even conceive that anything negative is trying to be a part of your life or what you're doing, though, But you got to go through how the system works, right?
Yeah.
I ain't going through that on no YouTube, man. I just do my content and get my butt off here. That's what I've been doing. Like, I'm straight.
Well, I ain't talking about.
I go through stuff in real life to get stuff done. I go through it, but on here, man, I ain't about to deal with nobody. Half of these people broken, man. And I ain't about to tolerate your brokenness because you
don't want to get into their fucking crazy nonsense and shit. That's gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? The main thing is you gotta run. The main thing is.
Hold on, Cage. Hold on, bro. We're still talking, man.
Yeah, my bad.
Go ahead, bro.
I was just saying something small, man. We supposed to be adults. We can have a conversation. If I say something you feel disrespected, just tell me. 9 times out of 10, they want attention, but they want to take that and make content and do all that stuff, man. I'm gonna just do my content and get my butt off here. I got kids. I got a wife. My life is good. I got issues, just like everybody, but real life is good for me. So I ain't about to come on here but yeah. So I'm still here, y'all. I mean, shit, y'all can hit my link or whatever, but.
Oh no, you already know what it is. No, listen, you already know what it is. Look at, I meant to hit you on the back. I'm still gonna hit you on the back on a couple of little things. Pick your brain on a couple of things just to let you. I'm gonna get your view and opinion on that before I even make the necessary adjustments. Because, like I said, the same thing to a degree, son. You're seeing certain things for what it is. Like I told you, know, some things you just you ain't even gotta pay that shit no mind.
Yeah,
See,
real shit.
and
Can I ask you all something?
what's going on?
So it's like this, you know who you are, what the program is. How do you deal with it? Like, as a younger person, like let's say you're going back to when you're like 30 or like ends or 20, 30 around there. How do you
Yeah,
deal with these motherfuckers that try to play in the game and that? Like, do you show them what time it is? Like press it in their fucking face like an animal. Like you're making them like they have to clean up after themselves or something. Like put their face in it. Or just like how do you fucking let it go or deal with this shit? Just let it go.
man.
Like letting it. I can't just let this shit like happen. You know what I mean? In a way. Like how do
No,
you deal with it?
in certain instances, you're gonna have to let it go because it's about your preservation and peace more than anything. Somebody could have did you wrong. Somebody could have whatever. And guess what?
It's not
You
about
don't know.
me though. It's not about me. It's about these people are moving with other people. Innocent people. They call it miskeens over here. A miskeen.
Well, I'm gonna misspeak right here and say this: doesn't matter what side you were speaking from. It goes back to the general consensus of things. There's some things you don't always got to give energy to. Some people, like I said, are what they are. They sad, they miserable, they lonely. They like misery loves company, right? You don't
Misery
be
definitely
around
loves
that.
company. But I'm saying like I'm blessed. Like, I run my own program, but I'm talking about if they can't get to you, they're gonna get to your close friends, your family, all types of that. So I'm saying, how do you react? Do I put it back onto them or just like let them do it? Because I feel like if you just let them do it, it's like, it's like, I think you have to put it back onto them in like a proper manner. Where it's like, it's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's like a natural process. You want to fuck around, you're gonna get slapped the fuck up, kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Sometimes you ain't even got to get to that, bro. I'll be honest with you, son. It's about logical thinking on that standpoint. If it ain't nothing the way you really got to get down and dirty, you eliminate it. Get rid of it. Whatever word just say, you eliminate it. You don't got to necessarily get on the physical level of doing that either. Just eliminate the things that are not beneficial to you.
Like that.
Stress, aggravation, and shit like that, they ain't beneficial to nobody. Anything that's breaking you down and tearing you down more than anything. And if you come with a sole purpose of doing whatever it is you're doing, you just stand on what you stand on and you do it. That's it.
And I say this too, bro. You got to look at it. Every
You just gotta
situation,
stand. You gotta
circumstance is
stand
going to
on
be different.
business.
And I'm gonna say this too, bro. Certain circumstances and situations is different. If it's something beneath you, let it stay beneath you. If it's something that's gonna affect you, like I said, eliminate it. But you handle things differently. I let people put themselves in quicksand. Shit, let them sink.
In the quicksand, huh? Okay.
Facts.
Let them
All
sink.
right.
Let people do stuff. People jump out the window. If you give people attention, then they got you. But if you don't give them attention, sometimes they go to an extreme. And the only thing you got to do is move out the way and let them crash.
Well, it's like this.
But
Like, like back in the day, we used to bring people to the forest. It's like, yeah, you can give them the shovel. All of a sudden, they're digging their own grave. They
mhm.
want to go in there. You know what I mean? It's weird. They're digging themselves. They want to go in that. You know what I mean? So you're saying allow it to happen. Allow it to happen. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, long as you like this, the thing, man. If you ain't on here doing the messed up stuff, doing the messed up, if you a good person and somebody coming at you, I mean, after a while, you know, people
No,
gonna
no,
see
but
like
hold
they
on,
gonna
hold
see
on,
the
hold
truth.
on, hold on. Let's pause right there about a good person. To be a good person, technically you have to be a quote bad person. You can't have one without the other. You know what I mean? I mean, you're gonna stand on certain things. You're gonna do quote bad things to people. Da-da-da. But it's about having your own fucking program and standing on that. You're not gonna let any. anything differentiate beyond that. You know what I mean? Go ahead and try.
It's duality though, but I mean,
You know,
it's what you do now. Yo, what you doing now? Yeah, everybody done did something, but what you doing now? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's duality. You don't even know good unless you understand bad. So, I mean, if you want to say there ain't no real good person, fine. But what I'm saying is people come on here bothering people who ain't bothering them. So after a while, people will see who the bully is. And the bully always is always another bigger bully, bro. There's always
yeah,
another
we
bigger bully.
bully bullies,
I ain't doing
no
shit.
dog.
I'm healing my mind, bro. I ain't doing nothing no more, bro. I'm straight. These people weird, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
we
you
bully
just, like I
bullies.
said,
You know what I mean?
you just gotta know. Like I said, you just gotta know, and I've been saying that for the longest. You just gotta know who's really for you. Oh shit, started pouring down out this bitch. Oh, oh, shout out to the rain. Nah, but
Bro,
you just gotta know who's for you, who's against you. You know, and that's the main thing. And even if you know who you think might be against you, listen, it ain't nothing crazy. It don't have to get crazy. Well, again, but be observant. That's the most important thing you're supposed to remember out of all of that is being observant. Oh, trust me, I observed a few funny things myself over the course of the last 2 months in particular, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I'll speak to you on the back end about that. But yeah, you know, when you know your boy just be too observant, you know. My
yeah,
mom's
real
trying
shit.
to kick me.
I was trying to run my game. Like, real shit. I'll tell you a little bit about Cage. I never came up with this fucking name. Says a young age. Says like 3 years old, even younger. Multiple people gave me this name, fucking Cage. So it's stuck in a way. I even use it on the internet. So
Yeah.
over there, we're growing up extremely poor. All that, like barely have like a food, like a one meal. So you got to fucking wake up when you're a very young child and, start dealing with this shit. You got to become a man when you're like 7, 8 years old, maximum. You know what I mean? So I'm running through that, and then I see this fucking nonsense, continuously happening over and over and over and over and over, which we can all see. You all see it in a different way. But in your way, you fucking grew up and you had to earn it in a certain way to even have that perception. So what I'm saying is this: as a youngin, you know what I mean? I'm born in the '90s. I'm saying, what do I do? What's the best move for me? Do I care about other people or keep moving? Because, like I said, I already ran the hood as a child and shit. I ran the farm, everything. When it came to the weed, I didn't go too crazy. I left it at the weed. I was saying, what do I do? What's the best? If you go back to when you're like 30 years old, what would you tell yourself? You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn something.
Well, let me learn you this. You can't dwell on things from your past, and not everything from your past will affect your present state or your future mindsets. But also just remember this. Uh, if it ain't causing no harm to family, if it's not a direct danger to you and yours or what you deem is, then like I said,
So you're
sometimes you
saying
just need
keep
to
it up.
do.
As long as you're not affecting others, yourself or others, keep it up. Keep up the program, yeah?
Yeah, but not affecting nobody in a harmful way, leave it be. Again, look, you just gotta evaluate who's who. Cause yeah, you're gonna have those who are really gonna be down for you for life. You know this already. This ain't nothing new. The ones that are still keeping everything up and up, those are the ones you worry about. You worry about the ones who actually want to be your friend, the ones that actually want to be there, the ones that actually want to see you grow and succeed. Don't worry about nobody else.
Oh shit,
Popcorn,
reminds me
what's
of
going on,
A1.
Mike? Guy?
A1's running marathons are fun. You know what I mean? Every day. For breakfast and shit, man's running a marathon. Half marathon. Man's about to run across the country and shit for diabetes. He's diabetic. You're gonna see that. You're gonna see it after.
I feel bad for anybody outside right now, but it was pouring down. Nah, but you just gotta be real with it. Other
No,
thing,
sure. I respect them more than that. Fucking when I hear Nate has a lot of wisdom. If you listen to that, you listen to them. I don't even listen to fucking YouTube channels, but Nate, literally one of the only fucking things I've listened to before. And the man says some, if I need to get back online, I go and fucking listen to the man singing for a minute. I'm not trying to boost you like that or
Cage.
anything, but it's some
Can
real
I
shit.
answer your question, Cage?
Yes, sir. What question would you like to ask?
No, I wanted to answer the question that y'all been talking about the haters, or
And big dog Philly OG just like that too.
For me, I'm gonna keep it simple, and I ain't gonna be long. You know what I mean? I have a lot of haters because of all the aspects I talk about. You know what I mean? A lot of people, try to slander your name. Try to, to me, seem like they
Bro,
trying to be.
it's a bunch of bullshit. Fuck them.
Yeah, they try to be online detectives. Like where I'm from, we don't deal with the police. We handle it ourselves. So I say, you
Yeah,
got to
all
remember.
they do is they run to it.
Hold
Like
on,
little
hold on, hold
pussies
on.
every time.
This is online. They ain't gonna do this to you in your face. So you gotta remember, this is online, man. People, try to be trolls. They don't try to be respectful all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm more toned down.
You know what I mean?
I'm more real
Yeah,
in reality.
I can log off of this and don't have to ever worry about a troll. You see what I'm saying? It's because they ain't gonna do nothing in real life. They only
But
gonna
Philly, think
troll
about
on the
that
internet.
means in a way you're doing something
But
right.
y'all
If
got it.
somebody's trying to fuck with your shit, if someone's trying to troll you,
Hey, can I
that
say
means you're
something
doing
real quick?
something right in a way.
Cage.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Cage, can I say something real quick? And this is respectfully, and this is out of love, right? But
Yes, sir. Sorry for the interruption.
if you really trying to receive some like information or knowledge, you have to listen. And brother, you just hearing right now. You too
I'm
responsive.
trying my
I,
best. I'm gonna
hold
shut the
on,
fuck up.
bro. Yo,
look,
Cage, hold on. Hold on. No,
I'm
wait,
tell
hold
you
on,
what
y'all.
to. Yeah,
My bad,
just put your mic on mute until the brother get done talking, and then that way you won't inter. You know what I'm saying? When he done talking, then
All right.
and that's
Cages
the
and
if
idiots.
you
I'm gonna
truly
shut the
trying to
fuck up. My
practice it,
bad. Let's
just
continue.
listen. I'm gonna go on mute.
Yeah, my bad. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let's continue with the knowledge. You don't fucking, I'll shut the fuck up and stop making anyone talk about it. It's ridiculous. I'm an idiot. My bad. I'm trying to learn. You know what I mean? Big up everybody here. Thank you for the patience and everything.
No, you good. Wait, hold on. Who was speaking before? It was Big Dog or Word? But you kind of
Now I
interrupted both
passed
of them.
it to the word, I believe, my brother Nate. The word had it. Shout out the word. Respect, brothers. Respect to everybody on the panel and in the chat.
Well, man, that's the one thing, man. Listen, I don't mind the fellas being up here, but man, listen, one thing I ain't going to tolerate is everybody talking over each other. Now, there's a time late or a time lapse, different story, but we all can't hear everything if you constantly just cutting off. Now you gotta listen, bro. So you're trying to learn, you gotta listen.
Yeah, but that's
Go ahead, bro.
it's on Big Dog. No, I was listening to Big Dog. I was just saying like when we conversating, let's just go on mute if we ain't talking. That way we can listen and not hear. And this is how you know when you hearing stuff and not listening. When you become responsive. Let the person get their thought out. Once they thought is out, now you can analyze what they said and then have a rebuttal. But if you're talking in the midst of them talking, that's not a rebuttal. That's a response. That's a reaction. That's not a response. So it's on you, big dog. I'm on you, bro.
No, go ahead, Big Dog. You good. Nah, but you're right on that. Like I said, you just got to take into consideration things. Like prime example, some people say they want advice, but they're not willing to listen to advice. Uh, they hear what they want to hear and not listen to what's being, said. Again, it's about trying to help you out.
Isn't it almost running over me? Luckily, got his ass out of my way, and I'd have to kick that vehicle or something.
Papa Will, what the hell? Papa Will, what the hell you doing, man?
I'm sitting there listening to you youngsters. Hold on.
Now we're hearing some shit in the background. But yeah, I do respect what what you guys are saying. You're saying I'm listening for a response, not to actually listen. You know what I mean? Like
I'm right here with you guys.
I'm missing the real fucking thing. I know what you mean.
Commander baby, boom boom.
Okay, there's Smith just up ahead, John.
Hey, real quick, brother Nate. Much respect to all the other brothers on the panel, everybody in the chat. I just wanted to show my face, man, let you know who I am. You know what I mean? And I definitely be tapping in, brother. And like I said, it's always respect from the OG, man. And if anybody try to dig this, Nate, if anybody try to use my face, man, make sure they show their face, man. Because there's some crazy shit going on around here on YouTube.
Bro, they can go fuck themselves, bro. They're
appreciate you, brother. Much respect, man. Everybody have a good evening. I'll be in the chat. Respect, Nate. Peace, everybody. The word.
You already know, Big Bang. You're always more than welcome to tap in the convo, bro. And again,
really is a real OG.
Hold on. I appreciate you for your service, bro. Ain't forget about that.
Appreciate you, brother. Always.
Man's in the service of the people.
And the other brother, and the word, and Cage. Because I know Cage. I've been seeing Cage around. And I'm going to say this
for how many years? How many
Oh,
years, Big Dog?
At least 4 or 5, Cage. At least 4 or 5 minimum.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and
respect
what
to
is
everybody,
Cage?
man.
I'm always Caged, though. You know what I mean? At least I'm.
Everybody have a good one, man. I'll be in the chat. Peace.
Much love, Big Dog.
Much love to everybody, man.
Phil is a real OG, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you just got to remember this part, though. Again, choices that you make, you got to be careful choices. Again, you're gonna get a little bit of everything in life. You're gonna get people who are jealous because you probably got something, or they envious that you got something, especially a glow or shine that nobody else has. They might be mad because you're in a position where you got you a good person, whether it's a good man, good woman, whatever. They're gonna be mad because you might be a little bit on a higher field than they are. Again, you don't allow the world to dictate anything when it comes to overall rationality and overall your better aspects as far as a relationship is concerned.
So saying like that foundation that you create, which is they call your character, right? Character building. You gotta go to the hood, you gotta live in poverty, you gotta go through hell and all that, and deal with your family and da. That's how I grew up. And that's a character building. So that means you have the foundation that nothing can really touch, especially the internet. I mean, people on the internet, that's a you're going to take it into consideration, but you know what I mean? When you have that building block, you know what I mean, like that foundation, no one's going to fucking move you. You know what I mean? In a way.
Yeah, it's about finding somebody you share those moments with, mostly more than anything. But again, beggars can't be choosers. I can't stress that out more than anything.
Beggars can't be choosers. You can't have your fucking cake and eat it too, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah. Basically about it. But I'm about to cut this convo short, fellas. I got to charge up this damn device. I ain't forget about y'all on Clapper. I might have to push it back to 7. Get my phone charged up. I gotta find my charger too. But Papa Will,
I'm at 13%.
Yeah.
On my phone.
Nah, but just remember this one point more than anything. Shoot, don't worry. I'm gonna drop the link. Most likely, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with the cypher. So, drop the link. Y'all more than welcome for the next. Y'all more than welcome for the next convo or whatever. It don't matter, man. Papa Will, you better not be eating up all the damn ham hocks. Better not be eating up all the damn chili cheese fries. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, guy. I'm watching you.
Chili cheese fries on deck? Come on, man.
All right, Nate. I'll see you later.
You gotta make the chili and the cheese and the fries, bro.
Pass that up, man. Come on, Pop. You already know, man. I appreciate you popping in. You're always more than welcome, man. Don't worry. You drop a link next time, I'll be up in there, man.
All right, don't worry. I got you. I got you. All right, later.
All right, man.
Real shit, Nate. Thank you for all for your wisdom and your knowledge always. You know what I mean? I'm always learning. I'm a youngin'. I'm trying to learn. I'm a hard head, knucklehead. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn. So thank you for that, bro. Thank you for having me.
You already know. Well, guess what, bro? In order for you to learn, you have to listen and pay attention. And sometimes it's best to listen in silence. You can't
Yeah, you
learn
gotta shut the
anything.
fuck up. You know, I gotta shut the fuck up and start listening more.
And you're learning. You're learning. You're learning something. You're learning. Viral, baby. But I appreciate you popping in, y'all. You know, like I said, I'm gonna definitely be back tomorrow for the conversation. For those on Clap Out, we'll see y'all at 7. Hopefully by that time it'll stop storming. You know.
Yes, sir. Guarantee it. Thank you for having me, and keep it up, Nate, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're a beacon of this shit.
Appreciate you, man. You're always more than welcome to pop in, bro. You know what it is.
It's all love.
Shout out to Big Dog Philly. Shout out to Papa Will. Shout out to The Word. Shout out to Cage Reality. Shout out to everybody that popped in on the convo today. Y'all already know what it is. Yeah, we all building and we all doing things. We all, we all doing what we need to do on here. The main thing to remember is that the main ones will always suffice. The main ones will always be there, and they don't have to sacrifice. Hey, look here. This is what we do. Have a strong conversation. And the conversation went from one to another, but hey, nonetheless, platform always open for that. It's always good to have different talks and conversations. You need that. Gives a real balance. But nonetheless, though, let me get my ass up out of here. Again, for those following me, I see y'all at 7. Always a blessing, bring something to the people. And again, for those who might have just been tuning in, you can catch this replay. Y'all was new to the channel. Oh yeah, my fault. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of the build, still being a part of the build, and we still got more conversations to go. Oh, before I get up out of here, I ain't forget about y'all again for all the birthday people celebrating this week and beyond. For those that I frequent, especially when it comes to their music lives.
I'm keep it 100 with you. I normally don't ask girls stuff like this until they tell me they're pregnant. What's your name?
Clapper.
Yeah. And for those who thought I wasn't wild, I'm wild today. Y'all know I'm a damn fool. I told y'all to take my advice and y'all ain't listen. Oh, baby Rufus, and I'm gonna help you out real quick. And guess what? The emails that's coming. I know nothing. I know nothing but this. Serious, it's not deleted. It's still here. It's still here. God damn it. Embrace it, bask in it, inhale it, mother. Nah, but I definitely see y'all at 7. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and that'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. And if you ain't been catching my shorts, you better hit a like button, even if you don't comment. I'm making the world laugh, one damn short video at a time. I stand on that, goddammit. But y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. For those in the future, happy Monday to you already. And I need those numbers today. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.